Okay, this is another reaction video from Top 10 things about homes in the USA that puzzle foreigners. Well, let's take a look at this. Please click like, share, and subscribe for Top 10, and please click like, share, and subscribe for me as well. Let's take a look.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Charlie here, and today we're going to be looking at 10 things about homes in the USA that puzzle foreigners. If you live in the United States, I'm sure you see all the things in your home as totally normal. But
Well, how else would we see it, to be fair? I mean, everything has a function. We know what the function is. I would assume that if we travel to another country, they would have things that would make sense to us. So let's take a look.
around the world, people have totally different houses. And if you're not from the US, then prepare to be stunned by the weird things Americans have in their home.
Well, define weird, please. What exactly is weird about some of the things we have in our homes?
But first,
I'm not upset, mind you. I'm just being facetious.
why not subscribe and press the notification bell too?
Yes, please do.
Coming up first, we have single faucets.
Yes, I have a single. I know what you're talking about. Single faucets.
In many countries, for example the UK, you have two different taps or faucets. But hop across the pond and there's only one.
You only need one. There's a hot button and a cold button. Hot and cold. Choose which whatever you want, and there you go.
That's right, the American ethos is one faucet to rule them all. In many countries, you have to choose between washing your hands in boiling hot water or freezing cold water. Or if you're a genius, you can turn them on both at the same time and have medium water.
Now, you said that puzzles most foreigners. That puzzles me to have two faucets. What the? You don't need two faucets. Just one will suffice. You just have a cold and hot, and choose. It's simple. Why is that weird? Doesn't seem weird to me.
But in the USA,
Then again, I'm also an American.
there's just one faucet the water comes out of. This will be the case in almost every kitchen and bathroom in the USA. Instead of having one hot and one cold tap, there's just one. Usually you simply turn that one single tap to hot or cold. The reason why the USA only has one faucet is because their plumbing system is different from many other countries. In countries where there's two taps, water usually sits in a tank where it's not deemed to be safe. That's because the water's been sitting building up bacteria for too long. Next up is huge refrigerators.
Well, yeah, I mean, I've seen foreign refrigerators before, and they are very, very tiny. The reason we have big refrigerators, so when we go shopping, we only can shop. We don't have to. There are people who have smaller refrigerators, but we fill it with a lot of food, so we can don't have to spend during the week. When we get home from work, or if we work at home and we don't have to go out and buy stuff, we can just sit in our fannies and watch and just cook from there. It's just that simple.
You may assume that refrigerators are all made equal, but that's simply not the case. One internet user said they did a house swap with their friends from the UK. When they got to their home in the UK, they actually had to call their friends and ask where the fridge was. When they were told, they were surprised as they thought their normal fridge was some kind of mini fridge. That's because refrigerators in the USA are huge or huge. Instead of them having one door, it's actually common for them to have two. They may also be kitted out with
Some even have three. Okay, there's a refrigerator. What's it called? A French door refrigerator. I don't know why it's called that, but you have the pull. You open the refrigerator, and there's the refrigerator, and right below it is the freezer. You pull that out. There it is.
with fancy gadgets like ice makers. And some smart fridges now even have screens, but I'm
You can even watch TV on your refrigerator if you want to.
pretty sure most people in America
I never found that very practical, but you can do it if you want.
don't have them. The reason why is because American food is often sold in larger packaging. Not only that, people in America often buy more groceries than those in the rest of the world. Also, outside of the USA, many people leave foods outside of the fridge. For example, in many countries, eggs, butter, cheese, and beer are left out of the fridge.
Yeah, that's something we always put butter in the refrigerator, but now we've started to understand. I think my mother was telling me that you leave butter out, you don't have to put it in the fridge, and so people are starting to do that more often. As far as cheese and eggs are concerned and beer, those stay in the fridge.
Next up is toilet.
Ah, yes. The most important room in the entire house, the bathroom.
Now, for a very essential room in every house, the bathroom, there are actually a few toilet differences in the USA compared to the rest of the world. First off, American toilets are much lower down than the ones in Europe. European
You can actually get them higher if you want. I like the Europeans better, but you can get them higher if you want.
toilets are usually much higher than American toilets for some reason. Some say the reason why America has low-sitting toilets is because it's more like how our caveman ancestors squatted on the ground.
I don't think that had anything to do with it, to be honest with you. Look, when you sit down on the toilet, you sit down on a toilet, whether it's 5 feet up or 3 feet up, you're still going to sit down on it.
It's actually more natural to squat near the ground to do our business. For some reason, Americans have taken this into account, while the rest of the world has not. But that's not the only difference about American toilets. If you're not American and go to visit the States, you may assume your toilet's being clogged. This could be hugely embarrassing, but don't worry, it may not be the case. That's because in America, their toilet bowls are full of water. Instead of there only being a small bit of water, the toilet bowls are usually pretty full up. This prevents the bowls getting too dirty and staining the porcelain white. This also means that American toilets smell better and they don't have to be brushed as often.
But well, here, think about this. They smell better. How many times do you go into a toilet and take a whiff of the aroma to see if it smells pleasant to you? Okay? We know what goes in there. Okay?
But the downside is there's an increase in splashing, if you know what I mean. And finally, one extra difference about American toilets is sometimes there's a gap in the toilet seat. You may see these on public.
Those are in public toilets. You really don't see that in homes. Most homes do not have the gap.
Toilets or people's toilets in their homes. If you're not American, you may ask, what is this? Well, the idea is, in public toilets, you're supposed to put toilet seat covers in. This provides some extra hygiene. But what about in your own home? Well, you can put things, for example, toilet seat covers over to make it warmer. That's right, you can actually buy fuzzy toilet seat covers to make your toilet seat warmer.
I don't do that.
Next up is single floor. This one isn't about a single room in an American home. Instead, it's a fact about American houses in general.
My girlfriend would absolutely kill for a single floor home. She has stairs. I have stairs in my condo. But I believe I've lived in single floor homes. What they are is just, you don't have to walk upstairs. Everything is pretty much on one floor. You got everything's good.
If you go to most countries, houses will have at least 2 floors, sometimes 3. But in the USA, despite their houses being very big, they're usually all on one floor. In the UK, these would be known as bungalows. They're actually pretty uncommon, but in the States, single-floor homes are the norm. In the USA, homes are usually spread out horizontally, but in many places, for example European countries, they're more vertical.
Now, he went to garbage disposals and flags, but I already covered that in a previous video by him. So I'm cutting that part out of this video. I'm not going to react to that.
And finally on the list of things about American homes that puzzle foreigners, we have ACs.
Yeah, we have air conditioning, and I understand a lot of people in places in Europe do not have air conditioning. But yeah, we have nice centralized air conditioning, and in the summer when it gets too hot, especially in July and August, we can just flip on our air conditioners and live quite comfortable. Like it might be, in terms of Fahrenheit, 90, 95, sometimes 100 degrees outside, and you get the humidity. Well, with the air conditioner, you just step inside, it takes care of all that. You could put the temperature to whatever you want and enjoy a nice, comfortable day.
In many countries, having an AC is not very common. And in some countries like the UK, you'll see things such as radiators to heat homes. But in the USA, ACs aren't just common, it's how they're used, which is odd. Instead of opening a window, taking off a few layers, or using a fan, Americans may keep their ACs running all through the summer. This is not the most cost-efficient way to do things, but it does feel really nice.
Now, my air conditioner's not on right now, but generally, I keep my air conditioner on uh, through the night sometimes, but it depends on how it is. It's like in the 70s, like it is Fahrenheit, like it is now in the 70s. I don't have my air conditioner on. I'll just pull up a window. But if it's in the 80s or 90s, I turn the air conditioner on.
One French man moved to Boston wrote online about his experiences in America in the summer. He said, "Why do you guys leave the AC on when there's so many windows?" He complained that many buildings he went into were actually too cold. And really, the reason why AC is left on is because it's all about the luxury. There's no need to worry about acclimatizing or changing clothing when you can keep your home exactly how you want it.
Now, keep in mind what he's talking about there. There are some places that turn the air conditioning all the way down to like 68 degrees. It's 90 outside. You walk in there and now you're freezing and you have to put on. If you keep it at a good temperature, like I keep mine at 76, which is perfect for me, then you don't have to worry about that. You can lay around as you see fit, as normally, like I am right now. But if you put it to most restaurants or movie theaters or places like that, they'll put the temperature down to like the low 70s, high 60s, and yeah, it'll make you. Some people actually in the summertime when it's hotter than hell, will bring a coat with them. And when they go inside the restaurant, they'll put the coat on when they get to the restaurant. I don't know why they do it that low, but that can be a problem.
If you're not from America, then vote in the poll in the top right corner about the most weird thing in American homes.
I didn't find any of these things weird. I thought them quite natural and normal.
And if you are from America, then vote for the thing you found it most funny that people find weird about.
I think anybody that votes on anything on this poll is going to find it funny. If Americans are going to find it funny, because we're used to it. It's just the way we are.
About your home. If you haven't already, then why not check out my second channel? It's full of cool life hacks, and there'll be a link to it on screen in a moment. But as always, thanks for watching.
Yeah, please click like, share, and subscribe for Top 10, and please click like, share, and subscribe for me as well. Thanks for watching. Have a good rest of your day.